lacrosse fans, to Between the Pipes. I'm your host, Coach Frohlich, and this is episode 3 of our journey through the boys lacrosse this season. It's been a bumpy road so far, but the momentum is finally shifting our way. The boys have been putting in the work. Early practices, film sessions, and extra reps, and it's finally starting to show. We're heating up at just the right time, because playoffs are right around the corner. We've had 2 big wins recently. First, a 17-0 shutout over Wilmington, our most dominant performance of the year. Clean, fast, and unrelenting on both sides of the ball. Then we kept the energy rolling with a 13-2 victory over Walnut Hills. The offense clicked, the defense locked in, and most importantly, the discipline we've been preaching finally showing up on the field. But no one happens without standouts, and that brings us to today's guest. Joining us today is freshman midfielder Topher Wachtel. Topher was recently named a standout performer after a 4-goal game against Wilmington. Welcome to the show, Topher. First off, a huge game against Wilmington. 4 goals as a freshman. How did that feel?
Felt amazing, Coach. I mean, anytime you can contribute like that, it's really easy. You know, the guys made it easy. They moved the ball well, set great picks, and I just got to finish.
Awesome. That's great to give your teammates credit. What's been the biggest transition in moving up to varsity this season?
Definitely the speed of the game. Everything happens quicker. You know, dodges, slides, clears, and honestly just everything. But, I just feel like I need to get stronger, as a team. We're getting really close to the peak of our performance.
I completely agree. We've definitely come a long way as a team. You've made a lot of big contributions towards that, and you've had a huge important role. So we appreciate everything you've done. We've been up and down with it as a team this year. From your point of view as a freshman, how important has that been?
I've learned pretty quickly but talent does not matter. If you're not focused, whether it's hitting your spot in the drill or locking in during film or staying calm during a game, you got to be disciplined or it all falls apart.
Love that answer. If we keep our focus, I like our chances. Big things ahead for the team and for this guy right here. All right, that's it for this week. Huge shout out to Topher Wachtel for being on the show. And as always, work hard, stay disciplined, and we'll see you next time.
Between the Pipes.